This is our delivery in Union City, New Jersey. This is the kind of stuff that we gotta go through, you guys, as truckers. So this is where we are. We gotta park out here in the middle of the street because that is the only way into this facility. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning and I'm out here with my safety vest on, directing traffic. That's why my voice sounds like a man. I kid y'all not, we are only going away for 2 days. I cannot leave home and get in this truck without taking everything that I would need if I was going away for a long time. I got black bag, baby bag full of stuff, shower bag, a whole thing of clothes, and this is all for a 2-day trip. I got my laptop, pillows galore. I gotta put pillowcases on those, and Cat's right there in her just in case you guys were wondering, she's in her 3-stage seat. It has plenty of cushion and she has plenty of snacks. She likes these banana puffs and her milk is back there. We usually get the big can of it. I usually buy those 2 at a time, which we did do, but since we're only going for 2 days, that lasts like 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, or maybe, yeah, it lasts 2 weeks. We got our copy paper for my printer because, well, the printer is behind this bag of clothes, as you guys can see that little blue light right there, but I'm going to be putting that in. All of these clothes are going to be going into these cabinets so I can have access to the printer. I usually carry her bottles in this Tupperware thing so I can easily take it into the truck stop and wash it. And now that I'm recording this video, I just reminded myself to get her baby bottle washer. We got our refrigerator up here and this little mini office bag thing, Jason's shower bag. Those were some backup fans that we bought when our AC went out on our truck. And we got our microwave, which is like turned sideways. I know it looks a little dusty, but, and this is where Turbo chills at. We went to Walmart and got a little baby gate, and we just said Turbo's gonna live up under there. And this, honestly, you guys, this has been working out for us. It's been very comfortable in this truck, especially for me because I got all of my pillows. It's like living in an extremely small studio apartment, although we do not live in this truck like that. We're only out teaming for like a week, no more than 2 weeks at a time, and then we're back home to our apartment. And we do spend a lot of days off since we do team and run reefer, and everything's been going great. So stay tuned. So you guys, don't even pay attention to how dirty this window is. This camera is showing way too much, but we decided, we picked up a load yesterday going in Coldwater, Michigan, and we're about to take this load to Union City, New Jersey. But today is the first day of the DOT safety blitz. So we really was looking at our tires while we were at the shipper and noticed that one of our trailer tires needed to be replaced. So we pulled into the TA in, I forgot what part of Michigan this is, but it's near Coldwater, and signed up to get a DOT inspection as well as the tire replaced. And we told them to inspect everything. Now, we haven't moved anywhere, and after our DOT inspection, we went from the tire to now we have to replace the passenger side slack adjuster. It is not even touching the brakes, so they're doing that. We have to get 2 tires replaced, and what else? The slack adjuster, 2 tires, and all of the brake pads on our trailer. So all of the axles, all of the brake pads have to be replaced. Now we picked that trailer up beginning of this year, so we didn't really, besides getting it DOT'd, no, they really just did a quick DOT on it. They didn't really get this thorough, but I guess since today is the DOT safety blitz, even the mechanics are doing extra inspections on our vehicles to make sure that we don't get put out of service. So apparently, if we would have been rolling down the street and got pulled into a scale, we would be out of service right now for about 5 different things. So we just said, screw it. Instead of waiting and trying to ease on by, we would rather be sitting in a shop paying them to fix everything versus getting caught up down the road and put out of service. And that would be our first inspection on our thing. So we're about to get hit with a bunch of fees because just to replace the 2 tires and do all of that, the DOT inspection, we were already at $800 and something. So now we're about to see what the heck this big bill is going to be to replace all those pads and get this stuff fixed.
Yeah, that's the tire there. That's the steer tire. That's dangerous. Peeling back.
So, you guys, we have spent so much money at this freaking TA that they gave us a complimentary meal certificate for $25 off food at Country Pride. And as we were going in to get our new estimate, because I told you guys before that we came in here just to get 1 tire replaced and a DOT inspection. And now, even after doing the estimate, them bringing our estimate back was $1,700. But then, as they were taking the brake pads off of the,
it was $828 at first.
Yeah, I told them it was $828.
We had to get 2 tires replaced and a rim, and 2 DOT on the truck and the trailer was $828. Then they discovered that the brakes was bad on the whole trailer, so they quoted it for the trailer, brakes, and then the slack adjuster in the front passenger side. They quoted at $1,700, $7. Then they went back and found that the front
the steer tire. They're trying to get us out of there by 12. They don't really have too many trucks getting work done, so we're the only truck in there for now. So they got all of their mechanics fixing on our truck because we told them we got to get our load delivered tonight, which it don't deliver till 5 o'clock in the morning. But we don't want them, if the more time you get them, the slower they go. So we want to get them to get us out of here so that we can have a better cushion and won't have to rush our load to deliver it.
They actually got quoted a good price. They could have quoted me higher. This guy's getting me deals on tires, rims, everything.
Right, because we're not getting really cheap tires. We're getting some good tires, especially for our steer tire. So he's giving us a discount. I think they're not charging us to balance the wheels and a few. I think he said he took $60 off of the back tires, each of the back tires. And tell them about DOT.
What?
What's going on with DOT out there?
Oh man, they cracking down. I'm telling you, they are really cracking down this year, especially I-95.
Okay, so we are going into the Country Pride, which honestly, you guys, I hate this restaurant, but it's the only thing around here besides Subway across the street. So we're gonna see what they got. And didn't they say it was DOT waiting on the highway?
Yeah,
pulling everybody on
I-95
in Maryland. So they're pulling everybody in. We're going into this restaurant. Look at Jason, and yeah, we have our daughter with us. I don't know if I told y'all that in a different video, but it's not much going on, so I'm gonna pause it for now. So we walking back. We just got done stuffing our face. And I just noticed, I'm just sitting here, I was thinking, and I'm like, come on now, we got over, wait, no, we got over $2,100 in repairs. All the brake pads on the trailer have to be replaced. You got a tire with a huge hole. Not no, it ain't no small little cut, but a huge hole. The steer tire is had a cut in it, like a big old gauge in it, and the brake pad was bad. Somebody ain't been pre-tripping this truck, but I'm glad. It take a DOT and safety blitz for us to get out here and pre-trip our truck. So I'm gonna just say this a big old shame on us. But we just got this trailer. That's the thing though, I'll pass on the trailer because we just got this trailer DOT inspected when we first got it in what was it, January, February this year. And we told them to inspect the brake systems and make sure everything was good, because we was gonna pay for it to get done right then and there. So they just wrote it up, and now these people telling us that we one hard break away from the rubber being too bad, which we can eyeball it and see that. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I only been on the truck for 2 weeks, probably going on 3 weeks, and Jason's been pre-tripping. Jason's been pre-tripping, and I've been driving and everything, because we team drive. So it's like, you don't know. I mean, he been doing most of the pre-tripping, but it's like, come on now. That one tire was looking real bad. Like, I'm gonna insert a clip for y'all to see it, but they said they was gonna be done about 12 noon. It's 11:30. We ate our food real fast because I'm gonna flip this camera around for y'all so y'all can see. And don't mind my nappy hair today, y'all. My hair just doesn't last in braids for long. We got I'm gonna turn it around for y'all. You guys can see they put all the tires back on. He's putting on the lug, getting ready to put on the lug nuts on the tires. The steer tire, I'm not sure if I remember if they were taking it off when we got there, but it looks like they already took it off and put it back on. So pretty fast. They got about 4 jacks up underneath there for holding up the axles, but they did this really fast. We had like almost every mechanic in the shop working on our truck, and they got 2 female mechanics, so I think that's pretty awesome. So I forgot to tell y'all something. Not only are we getting our I'm trying to find my freaking camera. So if y'all see me staring off into corners, I just got a new phone because we were fishing, and I tried to sling my line into the water, and through my phone was in my jacket, and when I slung the line into the water, or attempted to sling the line into the water, I slung my body and my phone. I was so close to the edge that my phone went into the water, and it was terrible because I only had that phone for a year. It was a iPhone 7s Plus, and just barely paid it off, or I probably did pay a big chunk of it off. And it just went into the water, and I actually love that phone. So now I got the new Samsung Galaxy. I just said screw it, I'm tired of iPhone, the 15-minute recording, so I switched to Samsung Galaxy. I got the Samsung Galaxy S10, the 5G one. They said there is not a lot of places with 5G yet, but when they do, as they install it or however they hook it up, then we'll be able to see how fast this phone works. But anyways, not about this phone. I noticed, or I wanted to tell you guys, not only are we getting inspected in a shop right now, getting inspected for the DOT just because of the safety blitz, but we're actually under our DOT safety audit right now. So if you have your authority or new authority holder, you do know that you're gonna have to go through a DOT new entrant safety audit. And I've had this audit done before. Let me try to get back into the light. I've had this audit done before with my business, and there was like an enforcement officer that came out to my facility and inspected all of my documents, driver files, logs, everything safety wise or for your trucking company, they will inspect. You got 20 days to get all of those documents in. We're trying to get home, but it's hard to try to get home when you're out there following the money, because we were in Michigan visiting my family, and we were supposed to head straight to Arkansas because we got to pick up our other truck, which I'm going to be doing a video about that. But we were headed trying to get to Arkansas, but there was nothing paying decent going from Michigan towards Arkansas. So we ended up going back the opposite way. We're on our load going from Michigan to New Jersey. Then that's not a too hot of an area, so we might have to cut downwards, like cutting across. You got to know your angles, so we might have to cut downwards, like towards North Carolina-ish areas, unless we find a good team load that cuts, just so happen to come our way and cut across. So that's another thing. I'm trying to hurry up and get back into the truck, because we have to pre-plan and pre-book our loads, because reefer loads aren't like drive-in loads. You could pretty much find a drive-in load last minute. Most brokers don't take reefer loads that they don't risk a lot of time on reefer loads, because you're dealing with perishable goods. So you have to pre-book those ahead of time, so that, because you can't wait. Sometimes it's best to pre-book them a day of, or don't be waiting to the last minute. Now for teams, you can kind of wait till the last minute, because sometimes somebody fall off that reefer load. You dealing with perishable goods, then we can hurry up, and anytime, our clock never stops, we can snatch that load up and we can get more money on top of it, just for it being that urgent, which is what we were doing last week. We were waiting to the last minute, and we actually got pretty lucky doing that, because there was a bunch of like Campbell's, one of the Campbell's places, they ran out of celery for their ingredients, so we rushed some celery down there to them, and that was a pretty good load. Then we rescued some loads for this one broker, where somebody got put out of service at a scale. So that's a lot of things that's going to be going on today during the safety blitz, and us being a team, or this week during the safety blitz, is a lot of some of these drivers is going to get put out of service, unfortunately. And us being a team, we can go to that scale and they order a truck and they offload that load from that truck to your truck, and you get paid top dollar no matter how much it is. Like what did we do? For example, we offloaded one pallet of bread and took it like 20 miles back up to the shipper, because that person got put out of service, and we got paid $700 for it. We could have got paid more. I could have got them for $1,000 easily on that 20 miles. But I said, you know what? I'm not going to take advantage too much of the situation. So give us $700. We were right up the street from it. So we hooked to that and took it back to the shipper. And that was a pretty easy move. So I love doing teams, but we don't have a new truck. That's another thing. We don't have a brand new truck during teams. We're not planning on doing it for that long. I just jumped into the truck just because, like I told you guys before, I have a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff that we're working on this year that we're trying to get. And sometimes it's going to take two to get in there. And as far as my dispatching and everything goes, that's been going pretty easy. My drivers, owner operators, they pretty much book their own loads. So I have plenty of help at home. I have my sister works for me, and she helps put in all the documents and everything. So everything's been running pretty smoothly. And I don't know if I showed you guys on our truck, but I have my complete printer set up. Everything set up pretty good for me to be able to. I got so many gadgets. We got 2 tablets, a laptop, printer, these phones. I pretty much do everything from my phone. My office phone line, everything cut straight to me. And I work night shift, So if you guys looking at me like, hey, Sunshine looking pretty rough right now, that is the truth. Because we've been getting to the money and I haven't really been focusing on my appearance, unless as far as showering, you know, I've been doing that, but I haven't really been focusing on my appearance because I got one goal in mind, and that's just to stack money. So I said, boom, I'm gonna throw some braids in my hair and I'm gonna hit this road and we gonna get out here and make this money, because we got some stuff, some very time sensitive things that's coming up, and we want to guarantee and make sure that we're gonna be able to succeed at these things that we've been working on. And everything has been going great, besides the fact that I know you guys noticed we've been having a lot of repair situations happening. Like the other day we spent $2,300 on that video, getting all our air systems fixed and everything. We just paid $2,100, a little over $2,100 for this situation. But at the end of the day, this stuff is needed, and us working teams, honestly, $2,100, we can make that in one day. We have made it in one day. That's one day of work, and you got brand new brake systems and stuff all over your equipment. And our goal, we want our equipment to be up to code. Don't have to work that hard. We've been rolling, doing loads. We haven't been really running our truck like a team, like doing all that, because it's not even necessary. We're not trying to do all that. Like just over this weekend, we did 2 loads, picked up a load Friday, delivered it Saturday. Next day, that load was $3,000. Then we picked up a load Saturday and delivered it Sunday. We booked them back to back, and that load was $2,500. So if you can make $5,500 in 2 days as a team, then we don't have to work for the whole week. You know, we kind of take day breaks in between there, because we're not trying to run ourselves that hard, because at the end of the day, our home expenses are really, really low. Like, we don't have too many bills. We not living high fancy lifestyles or anything like that. So this little money that we making out here right now is really doing way more than paying the bills. It's really just, it's just there. It's just sitting there for all of our plans and goals, future goals. But we still gonna grind and run hard. So if y'all see me out here looking rough, y'all can still walk up to me and speak to me. I ran into a few people that walked up to me like, hey, are you Sunshine or whatever? But I don't mind. Y'all gonna see us out here. Y'all might see my daughter. So many people has been walking up to us and playing with her and talking to her and stuff like that, because you don't see too many kids out here. And that's one thing I love about being an owner operator. And we're blessed beyond belief, because being able to have her out here and be out here, of course, when it gets time for her to go to school, then I'm gonna have to come off this road. I can't be just jumping in and out of the truck. But we do get to make money. We're on a time sensitive program, because we get to make as much money as we want out here until it's time for her to go to school. And then around that time, you know, I don't like to dig too deep into the future or say, yeah, we're gonna have this and we're gonna have that, because you really can't even predict how tomorrow or the next few hours is gonna be in trucking. Shoot, one wrong turn, one wrong anything, 1 second, and your whole trucking goals and journey can just flip backwards or flip forward. You know, like how with my dispatching agency, I was looking for 5 trucks, and that seemed way out of 5 owner operators to work with, and that goal seemed not even close near to me. And then next thing you know, I got freaking owner operators beating down my door. It can go good or it can go bad, but we just gonna roll this sucker out and see how this journey goes for us, and at least try to do our best and try to keep our head above water. Well, our head is above way above water right now. Although I look rough, I might look rough in this video, but honestly, you guys, I've never had this much peace in a long time. Like, I may not look like it on the outside, but trust me, we've been getting plenty of rest, plenty of everything. Just has been doing so great, that so well that even the breakdowns that we've been having, even the breakdowns, as expensive as they haven't been bothering us, because we know that we can snap right back and make it right back in the next few days. So we ain't been complaining or whining about it. We like, okay, at least we got a whole new brake system, you know, at least we got a whole new air system, so that's fixed, you know. And just, that's the only thing that you can do, is just be thankful that you actually have the money to replace it, and that it's not the repair that's gonna put you out of business. Because I've had trucks and I've lost trucks before, and it doesn't feel good when you lose a truck, or when you get put into a situation where you can't get that truck back because of financial reasons. But anyways, that's my little update on what's been going on with us and everything. I know you guys, y'all like to zoom into people's videos and be looking like, girl, I know y'all probably like, girl, you need some chapstick. You need to get that hair done, everything. But you know, when I go home, I'm gonna get it together, and I'm focused, y'all. The next video y'all probably gonna be seeing is us going to get our the Freightliner that we still haven't got it yet, but we just got active insurance on it. So we're about to get it moved from Mississippi to Arkansas, and we'll be giving you guys a video tour, walk around on that video. So as you guys can see, we're still at the shop. They're putting the steer tire on, and after that we're gonna roll out. You guys are out there making money and living y'all best life for real, and not for show, because we want you guys to succeed for real and not just be an outside appearance of success. Like I'm showing you guys right now, I may not look like success right now, but trust me, we're doing really good. We're very blessed. So hope you guys are passing those DOT inspections. Hope y'all not getting put out of service. Make sure y'all get into the shop or do a full proper pre-trip on your truck. And y'all stay blessed out there and keep stacking that money and keep winning. Love you guys. Stay safe. Have a blessed day.